you couldn't ask for better. Laissez-faire state, best terrain in the United States, and one of the deepest snowpacks on a daily basis. We're standing on 125 inches of snow right now.
What's up, Ken?
Jove, how you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself? You up for a Monarch minute?
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Right at the coolest office in the world.
Which takes constant maintenance.
I can see you're shoveling already.
Oh yeah, shoveling, checking the weather, making sure the boys are out there having a good time. Cat's over here somewhere. We'll go see it in a little while.
Yeah, so Ken, can you tell people about just what Selkirk powder is?
Oh, Selkirk powder is ever-growing, expanding with your help, and but we're snowcat skiers, and so we have snowcats out back here skiing today, and then we have snowmobiles going out on a tour here in a little while, and then our helicopter terrain is up there in those big mountains up there, and we're still working to refine the program, but we have one of the best programs in North America.
Wow, so what are some of the specific services? You mentioned helicopters, snowmobiles. What are some of the specific tours you guys do?
Well, we cat ski daily, and so those guys are getting generally 8 to 14 runs, somewhere about 12,000 vertical feet. And our terrain is from the summit of Big Blue back here through the woods into a region we call Ulita. We ski 8 regions back here. We're about 4,300 acres, so about 1,000 acres larger, or a little more than 1,000 acres larger than our front end Schweitzer. And then snowmobiling, virtually all the way to the Canadian border. We have all the road system going towards the Canadian border that way. And in those we have 2 tours. We do a Ridge Runner tour, which is a shorter tour. You're with us for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then we have a long tour. We have down there by that little island you see down there on the river corridor, we have a cabin, and that's called the Priest River Ranch. And so our longer tour is down into the valley and down to our cabin for lunch, and then you come back up 4,000 vertical feet. And then should you want to go sweat it out and earn your turns, we've got plenty of guides that will just take you in just about everything you can see on our side of the mountains here. And then you can go backcountry skiing, split boarding, just go out for a session. You could be experienced or have no experience at all. Our guides are super adept, and they're just super human beings that like to see people achieve new things. So come out and go backcountry skiing with us as well.
Yeah, so I mean, Selkirk powder, you're out here, we get to see the amazing views and things that go into it, but it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of grinding. How did you end up in this, and like what specific skills and traits do you think help you thrive out here?
Grew up in a very risk-adverse family, number one. we were FIS racers as kids, as Federation du Ski. So your World Cup ski racers. We had a family of pretty close World Cup ski racers, and I'm the last of 5. And then when we weren't skiing, we were sailing, big boat, blue water sailing, and knocking spinnakers over and just getting really crazy with my dad and my mom, which was just super cool. And so risk aversion was the big one, and then I'm actually the product of the insurance industry, so it was an eye towards liability now to keep people out of trouble and make a lot of money. So we put that together when we came to Idaho, yeah, it's a ton of work. So for 4 months we ride and smile and ski and make it look simple, and for 7 months we put it together. We grind the grindstone, we market, we make operations plans, we make risk assessments, we do risk management, we make partnerships. It's everything, Job, and but it can't really be more pleasant. It's a ton of work, but you know, you'll see in the comments from the last couple weeks, people are coming from all over the world having the best day of their lives. We go away a little crumbled in regards to the activity and in regards to the activity levels. You know, it's a very long day working out in the snow, you know, 9, 10, 12 hours a day. But when you get days like today, right, bam. So we'll go out and maybe visit with some cat skiing and see the cat skiing guides at work. And I wouldn't trade for anything, man.
Wow.
It's the bomb.
Well, and you mentioned a good point. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but I mean, almost a thing that you guys have is how easy it really is for anybody to do this.
We have the system that seems to be really clicking for a lot of people. When we first started this company, our competition was the outback lodges of the United States and Canada. They'd usually take a lot of commitment and a lot of time to get to. We recognize that Schweitzer, being one of the best ski areas in the United States and Canada, bar none, you guys, believe it. For fall line skiing and nothing getting in your way, Schweitzer is in the top 5, easy, if not rounding off the top 2. And then on our side here, you're here to the goods. So you're not on a long snowcat tour in the morning. You're not doing a tremendous amount of travel coming to us when you go through Spokane. We were calling it a one-horse airport, and hopefully that's not too facetious to Spokane. Spokane, 1 level, 2 jets, a couple of carousels, out onto the road to get your Hertz or your rider car, up a flat highway to Sandpoint, an hour and a half, to the mountain, half hour, skiing within 3 hours. It used to be go to Salt Lake and ski in the afternoon. Really, it's roll through Spokane, ski Schweitzer in the afternoon, roll with us the next day, take a day in the mountain, spend 3 days with us, spend 3 days on the mountain, spend 5 days with us. Boom, off to Spokane, jet home international, jet home national, and combine it with a trip to Canada. Right? We're at the bottom of the Selkirk Powder Highway. All of these mountains rival or exceed 90% of the ski areas in the United States and North America. Spokane just doesn't talk about them because it's their natural, they grew up with it. But if you come in from a New England state, New Hampshire, like myself, I grew up at Franconia Notch, New Hampshire, which is Cannon, and Sunapee, New Hampshire, which is the big, it's now owned by Vail. This region is bar none probably the finest skiing region you can get in the United States. It's not over inundated with crowds. We don't have the Icon or the Epic Pass crushing the daily. This is natural, unmolested, non-pretentious, big skiing in the West.
So obviously, I mean, you know the snow, you know your craft, you're an entrepreneur. What do you want to say to your people? One statement, close it all up.
Come ride, and give us the chance. Once you give us a chance, we think that you'll come back on a yearly or semi-annual basis.
Well, I certainly agree with that once they get out here and get to actually ride a little bit. Well, Ken, thank you so much for being a part of the Monarch Minute. And,
Joe, I really appreciated you.
Yeah, man.